出来，yeah.
Okay, I try again.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Okay, welcome to the first SIT lecture. Okay, I'm Benjamin, self-proclaimed chess player. So this is hopefully gonna be a 10-part series. Hopefully, 10-part series. Unlike most of the good quality videos online whereby they'll teach you openings and chess concepts and all that, this is more slightly lower quality, and it teaches, in my opinion, what beginners should learn rather than openings and all that. Okay, so today's theme is development. Okay, chess development, not character development. There won't be any character development here today. Okay, we will look at games from the 1800s because of a few reasons. People back then played, mostly like some people here, poorly. And also modern games have computers and all that. So you will ask me, why did the grandmaster move a pawn? And I'll say, I don't know, my rating is too low. But people in the past, I can tell you, they will always hang their queen by move 5 or move 6 and all that. That's one reason. The second reason is because actually you can learn a lot from older games whereby it is mostly one side doing well, so you learn what he does well, and the other side playing poorly, moving pawns everywhere and all that. Okay? Okay, so anyone has heard of any famous player from the 18th century? No? Legendary player Paul Morphy? No? Okay. Some facts about Morphy is he was born in America, got very good at chess, retired from chess, became a lawyer. So gotta have a second occupation. Huh? Why do I think Morphy is good? I don't think that, the internet thinks that, but most of his games are really instructive. It develops pieces and all that, and you see in this game. Okay, so the goal of today is hopefully you learn development. Alright? Okay, so this is our first game. If you can see the title, it's Paul Morphy NN. Paul Morphy is the person we are looking at, white plays. NN is no name. Alright, Paul Morphy is so good that he used to give simultaneous exhibition, which is you challenge 20 players blindfolded when he was 9 years old. Okay, so this is one of the games. We shall see what he does. Alright, so in this position, most of you already blunder. You all like to play moves like this, and then call yourself the best player in the whole entire world. It's not a good strategy. Why? Because in chess, you always want to get these 4 squares. Okay? If your knight is here, it has a lot of squares to control. Your queen is here, it has a lot of squares to control. Right? It does nothing if your knight is at the side and all that. It only controls 2 squares. Okay? Okay. So we shall see what Morphy does. Okay. This is the normal opening. You start with e4, e5. There's a good reason why this is a trial and tested opening. Because it opens up, like, the queen and bishop. Alright? No, it's okay. Alright, why is this opening? Let's call a random student, Mr. Ao. Do you know the name of this opening?
No.
Grandmaster Adam.
It's the King's Gambit.
Okay, so it's called the King's Gambit, okay, created by Mr. Gambit. No, okay, so actually, the King's Gambit is the very first few chess openings played in the Romantic era, which is the 1800s to 1900s. Why? People in the past like to set pieces, and then a lot of fireworks happen, and then they flip boards and all that, throw a lot of money. So that's what happened in the past. Okay? I would not recommend this opening. If you're wondering what openings are, they are tried and tested first few moves. Alright? And then if there's a name attached to it, it means that it has been played a lot. Okay, so you can go and search up. If you're very good, you play a lot, you can call it the Adams opening or something. Grandmaster. What's your favorite opening? King's Gambit. Okay, so he's the protege here. Okay, so the idea behind this opening is two things can happen. Either he protects it and then we trade it off, and then you have a lot of space here to checkmate your opponent, or he takes it once again, you still have a lot of space. Okay. So, in your professional opinion, what should black do here? Let's take the principle that we want to control these 4 squares, because if you have control of these 4 squares, you win, right? So, in your opinion, black should. You can name any move, even nonsense move that you do. Sack the queen. Oh yeah, no problem. Queen h4, and then knight takes. And then you win from you win from something.
The boss. Pawn d6.
Pawn d6. Ah, okay, yeah. Pawn d6 is not bad. Okay, pawn d6 is not bad. Right, controls the space. It stops knight from moving forward, so it's not bad. However, NN plays like you people, you want to defend the pawn, right? I want a pawn, I want to defend it forever.
It's a perfect move.
A few things why this is not a good move is you're moving your king pawn. So if you castle there later, it's as good as not castling at all. Right. If we play some normal move for our dear friend here. We just play some normal move. Right, both sides have castle, but whose king is safer?
What?
Yeah, I will agree too. This 2 pawn literally controls 3 squares. The weakness over there is these 2 squares. There's no pawn over there. And most of the time you see white putting a bishop here. This bishop is going to flank there, take your rook. So it's not very good. Okay, so never mind, we continue. Complicated. Okay, so it's strange that I'm going to show you such a complicated thing for like beginners, but there's a good reason. Now, most of the time, how many pieces have white developed? 4. A piece is anything but a pawn, except a piece. So there's 2 pieces. How many pieces does black have developed? 0. So in theory, you have more active pieces, right? Your bishop has a lot of open file and all that. Your knight is going to get captured, right? But this is Paul Morphy here. He's the magician of the day. Alright, we shall see a few more moves. Now this, surprisingly, is actually a book move. It's white is equal here. Although he's down a piece and 1 pawn, he has 2 pieces out, he's going to castle soon. 2 open files to the king. Alright? So, if you are the opponent right now, what should be your idea? Okay, book moves are basically moves that have been played, tried and tested, and then it's equal position there. Okay, so those are book moves.
Send the queen out.
Send the queen out. Oh, yes. Queen here. And then after this? Oh, suspicious. So, most of the time, you all like queens. You all like to move your queens because it's the most powerful piece and all that. But there's a saying that the queen is the weakest piece. Because it's your most valuable. Let's say you move your queen anywhere that can be attacked, right? It's gonna be captured. Not a good thing to do. Okay? What I would advise is develop your queen side, castle king, queen side. Right? There's no pawns move there. White has nothing developed on the king side. Okay, but we see what his opponent does. I want to protect that pawn again because I just won the pawn. Okay? Castle. How many pieces does black have that's developed?
One.
How many pieces have white have that's
Three.
developed? 3 pieces.
Equal position.
All eye on black skin. Okay? Now I would not recommend the next move. What's the craziest move you can do in this position?
Queen sack.
The craziest move.
Bishop take the pawn.
Which pawn?
F7. That's a crazy move.
Oh, bishop take x7. No, there's a move even crazier.
No, that's the what?
Why not?
Is it?
Oh, sorry, bishop takes f7.
Yeah, that's a crazy move.
Have you seen the game before?
No. Queen go to like he go there? Are you serious? Oh, okay. I got like grandmaster stuff. What? Serious?
Yeah, this is a legit game. I'm not kidding. Blindfold, simultaneous as well.
I was kidding. Like.
Alright, we shall see why he does it later on. Now,
King.
Morphy's idea is his king is exposed. I have 2 pieces developed. These 2 are very easy to develop as well. Right? I take the pawn, it's with tempo, means on my turn, it's doing something. I shift the knight somewhere, right? None of the pieces are moved there. How many pieces does black have that's developed? 0. How many pieces does white have that's developed? 2 pieces. There is an advantage though for black. Right, according to source, black has advantage. Right? But according to position, no.
Yeah.
But there's another reason why black has advantage here.
More piece.
More piece at the back right, yeah. So if he loses, he doesn't have to set up as much later. You know, you don't have to move that much. So that's one of the advantage here. Alright. What's the threat? Mr. You! With some crazy comment. What's the threat here? Yeah, but what's the threat? If it was white's move, what would you play? Queen to g6. Hanging your queen. Earning his grandmaster rating.
F6.
Queen to f6. Knight takes. Oh. Earning his grandmaster rating as well.
Queen. Oh.
If it was white to move and win,
Go to H5.
how about this?
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
But
Why?
Check.
Check.
just check.
Mate.
Checkmate. Right, the king as of now only has 1 space. That's it. Alright, so now you know the threat. What should black do? Now black sort of roll up the sleeve, got his shit together. How do you defend rook to h5?
Knight to F6.
Knight to f6. Knight to f6. Okay. Knight to f6, rook takes knight.
Queen.
Then the king can go down to G5.
Oh, I like your idea. Sack more material to die later. How do you defend?
Queen H4.
There we go.
Serious?
Then if it goes like eat it up, then it's threatening the.
When you are defending, the king can be treated as a piece. If rook, queen takes, king takes. Alright, so as of now, white has no more attack. So how do I bring more pieces here? Now let's say the queen was not here. I can still do my rook. Checkmate, right? So how do I kick the queen away?
One.
Pawn.
Pawn G3.
Then you have your knight idea. It's not good enough. Right? Pawn G3
Oh.
or Pawn G3 knight idea. And that's it. No more attack ever. What's the theme of today?
Development.
So I want to develop a piece while on my way to kick the queen away. Now there's no immediate way to do it, but if you were to do it, what piece would it be?
Who's the pawn? The pawn that is at 7D. Move it either one of two steps forward, then the what do you call it? The diagonal guy can hit the
No, it's white move.
but
Who's the knight on? Then get a
I want to kick this queen away. You had the right idea. Knight can move, but to which way? What's the fastest way to kick the queen with the knight?
D2 then F3.
G5.
D2 then F3, right?
Yep. D2.
F3.
Yeah. So if let's say he does the bishop thing, this is your move, right? You can still go with tempo because you're threatening the queen. So for example, E2, move a random move. I think a queen is better than a rook, yeah?
But in that case, what if the queen take one step? G4. Then it threatens both the knight and. Oh, wait.
Queen to G4.
When you take the pawn tricks back,
Queen to G4 is not a bad idea.
you take rook, pawn take queen, then the bishop take back pawn.
No, but if you move there, right, then your diagonal guy take. If the rook take,
Alright, so quite complicated at this point, right? But I will still say that white is winning here. I can't see how because I'm not a grandmaster, but you could still quick hit the queen. And after trade, you're not gonna trade you're not gonna trade the queen because of politics. So because white has so many pieces at the king side, you have a lot of options. And it gets complicated. But that's not the theme of today. So same idea. Alright, previously we removed the pawn for the bishop to take the rook, but now he wants to take the rook with the knight. Alright, so we follow your move. That's not very nice. There's a threat you see and there's a threat you don't see. You see rook takes queen. I see queen G7 checking. You see rook takes queen. Let's say you move your queen away somewhere. I see queen G7 checking. So you notice every move he makes, every breath he takes, he moves a different piece, and then it does two things. It threatens something, and then it threatens another. You have to stop both. It's very hard. So, what should black do here? I mean, I will resign, right? He played on. Alright, so now what's the material equality? Two rooks, two pieces for a queen and a rook. And this three piece has not moved at all. So it's essentially just one rook over there gonna defend the king. So white resigns after, black resigns after this move. It's nothing to do. So, let me piece. I think this is the fastest way. If you count every step along the way, Morphy always have more pieces developed than his opponent. Of course, don't play the King's Gambit because it's going to get complicated. But the idea is still the same. Control the center, bring your pieces up. You have an easier time. Okay, we'll look at second game. Okay. This is a classic game. The opponent is the Duke Count, right? One Duke, one Count. I think the legend behind this game is that it's in a opera house. So they were watching opera like they were back in what? It's some crazy comment. In some opera, and then so they were sitting together. Morphy was watching the opera as well, and then it's 2 against 1, and then Morphy was back facing the chessboard. So once again, good player. Okay. As was the style at that time. Now, oh sorry, one more. It's a book move, it's fine. You are controlling the center. Right, once again, if you take 6, you have the pawn. If he takes, you take, and then it's still one piece developed against no piece developed. Right? But in this position, most of you would like to play a particular move as black. If there's a chance you all play it, you with some crazy comment. Diagonal guy, give it the piece, bishop to
Bishop to G4. Yeah.
Why do you like to play that? Right, because you see this, right? And then you can play minus C.
He moves the,
yeah.
then.
But it's actually a terrible move, early on. It's too early. Reason being, I'm never moving this anytime soon. I am one piece away from castling. You have 3 pieces not developed. Right? But we shall see. Sometimes, at lower level you can flip a coin and it's the same outcome. So white has 1 piece developed, black has none. What's the threat? There's a threat. If you're white, what would you play?
Move the bishop to F7.
Bishop. Good move. I have a better one. The right idea.
The better one.
That just gives you check. If I want check, mate.
Oh, Queen
to F7. There we go. So that's the threat. How do you defend against it?
Remove the pawn up.
Queen to F7. Checkmate.
Bishop protection.
There's no defense.
Oh.
So I want to defend against Queen to F7 checkmate. Pawn?
No, F6, F6.
The theme of today is develop your pieces. Pawns should not be considered a piece. And once again, never play F6. Because it's a king side pawn.
C6? No, C6.
Knight to C6.
I need to protect the pawn.
Oh, yeah.
Knight to C6. Queen to F7 check.
Oh.
The threat is queen takes. So how do you defend?
Bishop.
What bishop?
Bishop to E4. Check.
Bishop B4.
Okay.
So now I'm threatening both checkmate and taking a piece.
Why queen when you found king?
Huh?
Like like
Oh.
E.
It's okay, but you're gonna have a very hard time developing your king side. Your bishop cannot come out. Even if your knight comes out, you cannot castle.
Move your knight.
Why?
Because the bishop is low. And let's just play normal moves. I don't see a good future for that bishop there.
Oh wait, visual stuff.
Why if you move their side, you castle their side? Because they only left one piece now, like, which is the knight.
Okay. Not a bad idea. I presume your idea is knight
Yeah, knight
move.
move out, then you castle.
Oh, sorry. Now it's my turn. I mean, okay, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea. There should be a better advantage. I think I will pin. And then after a few moves, pretty hard to play knight. You can still go with your idea of queen here, and then I'll just push and you delay for like. Right? So it's not a bad idea. You take knight, rest. Right, it blocks. So even if queen takes, my bishop is not blocked, I can still castle.
Doesn't it better to bring knight to h6?
Knight to h6.
So if the queen take the pawn, your knight can react.
Knight to h6, bishop takes.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Knight to h6, bishop takes. And now you're in trouble again. So I would say this is an okay move. Alright? Now which pawn is not defended in black's position?
E5, 4, 5.
E.
E5.
Okay, another one?
Another one.
Another one? What, another one?
Another one protector.
7B, ah.
Yes, b7. So let's go attack it. Alright, and once again, I got 2 pieces against 1 pieces again. So you notice every single time he makes 2 threats. Right? He can take, and it's very hard to defend. Play a few more moves. Alright. This bishop to g4 move, I can assure you you're gonna forget about it. When you 5 minutes later, you're gonna forget about this. Okay? Forget not because it pins my queen. There's another reason. Okay. So like typical Morphe style. What should white do here? You can castle both sides. What if you? Which way should you castle? You know the castling rule? So you can castle here,
Castle left.
and then you can castle inside. The king moves through, and then the queen moves. Why left? Because the roof open far. So now you're getting the idea. If you bring your pieces out, you have a higher chance of checkmating your opponent. Right? And checkmating is good because you win the game. You writing down notes? CHECK. There might be a quiz later. Alright. Like all beginner style, if I can attack something, I will attack something. Alright? But your king is going to be wide open, and my next move might be this. So let's see what he does. He sacrifices. So, how many pieces does white have that's developed?
3.
For black?
2.
And one of the pieces is pinned. So effectively only one piece can move around. Right? And your king is under check right now. So what's the only square your king can move to?
Yeah.
And then we do your move.
Like
Yeah.
castle.
Castle
Left.
queen side. Okay, so left side is queen side. All castle long. Alright. Mate in 3.
Me.
Mate in 3. If you play this move, you win.
Huh?
If you play this move, you win.
Serious?
Yeah. He's gonna win in 3 moves.
3 moves.
Your D, your rook. Huge.
Now, I want to, okay, even if I'm not meeting you, I want to threaten something. Right? So you must notice that the king is pretty safe right now because there's 2 pieces defending. The rook and the knight. If I can get rid of it,
Oh, is it?
now what's the craziest move? What's the craziest move one can do? If it's crazy, it's probably right because it's polymorphy.
Bishop, kill the knight. Knight
Crazier.
kill bishop.
Crazier. The bishop takes knight is the idea, but if you can't take it with the bishop,
Take it a rook.
Queen?
with the queen,
The rook.
Then the knight will take it.
I told you forget about the bishop. Alright, so if there's no other move, what's the other way to get it done? Let's say you don't want to lose your queen.
The rook takes rook.
What's your next move?
Then
You don't have to take it now. It's thin. And I move another piece to the attack. Development.
wait, but if let's say like if the bishop take the rook, queen take bishop, not queen check mate at D8, isn't it?
I mean, you can carry on. It's okay, but now black might have a chance of white might have a chance of castle now, and then you got nothing.
I understand. Okay.
So it's not a bad idea. The idea is that you don't have to take the rook now. You can always take it. So some books would say if you are sort of losing, do a queen trade. Because if the queen is down, so imagine there's no queen right now. It feels safer. At least it's easier to play. You bring your bishop up and then right. So if you're ever in the losing position, you can look for this kind of moves. But this is a terrible idea because of white's next move. What's the craziest move you can do? We do your move just now.
Bishop
The
takes rook.
bishop take rook, knight take the bishop, rook take knight. Oh, check.
Oh. Huh?
Eh, no,
The knight
cannot.
take
Yeah.
Do you see it?
No, if knight take queen, then
What's made in one?
Ah, the rook moves.
Alright, once again, I told you I'm gonna forget about this bishop. Alright. So, these are polymorphy games whereby he, gives you a pawn and then he brings all his pieces out. Right? Once again, these 2 pieces,
Yeah.
not moving at all. So, learn from it. By popular demand, we shall apply what we have learned today. See if I can. Alright, I'm gonna do an opening that you guys might face a lot when starting out, and then you all shall apply to this lesson to see how you can do it. It is called the low level trap.
knight to F.
then queen takes. Right? This move is very it's not scary once you play for a while. Right? But problem is you are very focused on attacking the queen. But what you should do is defend this pawn. So how do I develop a piece and defend the pawn? Okay, before we go on, most of you like to do this. And
Yeah.
what's the next move?
The queen will eat the pawn and check.
It appears someone has been. Let's make a random move. So by popular demand by someone, I have to show the counter to this. So I want to develop a piece and defend my e-pawn.
Knight to c6. Yeah.
What's the threat? If it's white to move, what would you do?
Why to move and win? Oh, for sure. To F7.
Even better.
Queen to B. Oh,
Uh,
queen to F7.
and then it's checkmate. So how do I defend against checkmate? There's two methods to defend against checkmate. I prefer one over the other, right? One kicks the queen away, and the other doesn't. We'll play your move.
My move.
Yeah. So just now I couldn't do g6
Yeah.
because queen takes, but now the pawn is defended.
Oh.
So we play your move. Now there's two ways to handle this. Most people, if we're following the theme of today's development, you do knight to h6.
Okay.
Okay? But you have a problem once they play this. Bishop takes knight. Then you have a problem again. Right? So in here, we play your move. Now let's say I'm white, I'm insistent, I want to mate you this way. Queen here. Where would I move the queen next? It's too hard for this class. Grandmaster.
Queen to F3.
Queen to F3.
So now we need the F7 pawn. Oh, okay.
So he's making the threat again,
Yes,
but now you have an easier time defending. So the way to defend is, there's multiple ways, but how do I develop a piece? Give myself an easier time to castle.
Knight to E7.
Knight to E7.
F7.
Knight E7. Now, but you raise a good point. It is the knight. But if I can block the queen, I can block.
Oh,
How would I do it?
G6.
Knight E6.
In no F6.
Right, and then now he's gonna have a hard time develop. Let's say he develops a knight, and then you can just play normally. So now you know how to guard against this. We shall
Did you
put
say that
your.
after castling you shouldn't move the rook?
Oh, whether I should move this rook.
Like, normally after castling, should you still move the rook?
You have to ask yourself a question: how many pieces have I not developed it? I have two pieces that are still at the same square, right? Rooks don't really quite matter in the middle game because they need a lot of long distance space, right? That's why you see a lot of grandmaster game and I put here and put here over a lot of space. So if you still have pieces not developed, try to get them developed first, so you will. Alright, we can apply your your skills today. We got chessboard, some chess etiquette. Anytime you play a game, shake hand by using a clock. Don't smash my clock. It's just a game. Alright. As they say in your lecture class,